Your Grace, Your Excellency, my dear brothers in the priesthood, dear religious brothers and sisters, dear brothers and sisters in Christ, it is a joy to be together once more. We focus on the parish.
Pax Christi Nigerian Catholics, as it is, as it has always been, and hopefully by the grace of God, as it will continue to be, it is always a great joy to listen to the words of His Eminence, the Patriarch of Ezewele, if to call him that, the Cardinal Archbishop Emeritus of Onitsha Archdiocese, His Eminence Francis Cardinal Arinze was at the Catholic Archdiocese of Onitsha for his annual lecture, and it was themed "The Parish Today: Developments, Hopes and Prospects." Why did His Eminence choose to focus on the parish? Why does he want us to focus on the parish? So I would like you to take a listen. He spoke a lot. There were a lot of points he raised. Obviously, I mean, we're talking about a Vatican II legend here. All right. So there were a lot of suggestions he made, one of which I have highlighted on the title of this video, which you're definitely going to listen to, and you understand why he made that suggestion amongst many others. Take a listen. Honestly speaking, it is going to be worth your while.
Today, Onitsha Archdiocese has 512 priests incardinated around that.
Minus the 15 ordained this year.
Oh, minus 15 ordained this year. And maybe one that dead last week. Well, those are details. But we have to take note that Onitsha Archdiocese that time meant the present Onitsha, Nnewi, Oka, Aguleri, Ekwulobia. All that was Onitsha at that time. And that, all that had 33 priests in 1970 to look after them. So one of the fathers, after the gospel, he collapsed. It was not written in the gospel, but he collapsed because it was the third mass on that day. The parishes are now much smaller in area than what they used to be 80 years ago. In many dioceses, all the faithful can reach their parish center in 20 minutes on foot. A diocese has an overall plan on how to maintain its priests. All parishes cannot be financially equal. Some parishes will always need help from other parishes that are financially stronger. If the priest is not willing, I can suggest to the bishop to switch the priest. Then the other one who didn't agree before will agree very fast. I tried it. A second reason to doubt the setting up of small parishes is that the seminarians of today could begin to ask themselves whether there will be enough work for them by the time they get ordained. There are many seminarians here today. Suppose one of them has a hidden fear. By the time I will be ordained, who knows whether there will be enough work? I don't say any seminarian has that idea. But two bishops are here today who can exorcise that spirit. Parish and history. A parish should have a memory. It should find a way to arrange not to forget its past. Such a parish, by recording in honor of his early pioneers, some document to pay tribute to those who laid the foundations in the parish. A parish history commission of only 3 people could be doing this. And 3 people can work very well as a commission when 2 members are absent. Prominent visitors to the parish should be requested to sign the parish book. You'll be surprised. The day I was made bishop, 1965, Dr. Azikiwe came and visited me. I gave him a book to write. It's beautiful, his signature. And when John Paul II came in 1982, the same. Many parishes don't remember to do this. No memory. Buildings set up in the parish need careful attention. Young people, especially clerics or lay people, may be tempted to knock down the old buildings and set up new ones. This can apply to Father's house or an old station church house or a diocesan building commission could become important so that without the permission of this diocesan building commission, nobody should knock down. It happened in one place that a priest came and changed the house, Father's house. Another priest came, and when the third one came, it came back to position one. If there were a commission beyond one individual, it would be better judgment. Donors. We have to thank God that there are not lacking some of the parishioners who want to give special donation to the church in the parish or diocese. We have even cases where one person alone builds the parish church or father's house or convent or brother's house. One person put up the first buildings of a new monastery, the one in Nsube. He is still alive, aging, but alive. May God bless all such people. Care is needed in how to approach generous offers. Hitherto, most of such individual donors have put their money into buildings like churches, schools, adoration chapels, convents, or Father's house. We thank them, and we need these buildings. But in a suitable way, we have to find ways to expose other needs of the church. The church needs not only buildings, but also beatification. The beatification of Father Tansy, and now we are working for the canonization, praying for another miracle, and other people who could be lay people or who could be priests. It does involve donation. Also, poor seminarians, poor members of sisterhood or brother who need a little money to maintain them, visitors to the hospital who have no money to pay for hospital fees, donors could also be told that you can give money to help such people. It doesn't build a house, it doesn't earn you a big name, but God knows who gave. We have to think of an end. I come to the last page. Sickness and death. Catholicism is known for its attention to the four last things: death, judgment, hell, and heaven. The parish can ask itself several questions. In that parish, do they call the priest when a person is sick, or only when the person is actually dying? One person to go and buy the coffin and another one to call the priest. So the people hear, oh, Abogo Father, which undermines one of the aims of the sacrament. Because one of the aims is recovery, if it is God's will. So please call the priest before the sickness gets very, very serious. When the sick person can actually hear and talk and do confession and also will. The attitude of the church towards death is very, very important. May I say a word about the growing habit of burying a sick person in the family grounds? Parish cemeteries are now getting out of fashion. But what of the future? How many members of the family will be buried in the family compound before somebody will ask a question? When do we stop? What of digging for water where you buried many people around? Should parish cemeteries not be resumed? It is not somebody coming from the Vatican to answer that. It is not in any book in the Vatican. But it is not useless to think about it. Brothers and sisters in Christ, let us conclude these reflections by appealing to our parish priests and their parishioners to keep afresh and steady the baton of faith, the faith which our missionaries handed on to us.
I personally found that comment made by His Eminence about switching priests from one financially buoyant parish to another less financially buoyant parish in order to get the cooperation of the priest who was, being greedy, to put it bluntly. But to be very honest, there is actually a need for cooperation between the ministers of God, especially when it comes to the area of finances. Very important. And then, of course, the suggestion by His Eminence that parish cemeteries, the practice of having parish cemeteries, are now getting out of fashion. I honestly couldn't agree more. I don't know about you, but to be very honest, there is a real need there for parishes to establish parish cemeteries because of the health risks. Okay, it can expose various communities to, especially when they are looking for water. In the days of old, many years ago, it used to be that way, but unfortunately that practice has died off, and in some communities it was never even started in the first place. Okay, so honestly speaking, this observation by His Eminence is one that I hope and pray that various dioceses across the country would pay close attention to, and various parishes as well, various deaneries. Okay, if the parishes cannot be able to establish one, perhaps at a deanery level it can be done, and perhaps maybe at a diocesan level it can be done. Okay, because of the health hazards it will expose the families involved, the communities involved. It's very important. As always, I will definitely encourage you, because this was not all that His Eminence said. His presentation about the parish today, development hopes and prospects, was over 40 minutes long. And believe me, I can't cover everything here. Please, I would invite you to visit the Facebook page of His Excellency, the Catholic Archbishop of Onitsha Archdiocese, Valerian Okeke. Go there, watch the whole thing. It will be worth your while. It will be worth your while. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you soon.